Hello friends, welcome Spell Spreading Knowledge. Today we are going to discuss about general principles of development, which is a very important topic for child development and pedagogy subjects. So basically we discussed about six principles relating to development, and first one is development is an ongoing process, and the second one is people and development is directional. Fourth one is development is orderly and may involve stages, and fifth one is development is cumulative, and sixth one is development is gradual. Now development is an ongoing process which we're going to discuss. Development begins before birth. Since the genetic basis for any individual's development is present in the reproductive cells of that individual's parents, and development continues until death. Earlier theories suggested that all important developmental milestones were achieved before adulthood, but it is known now that development is an ongoing process with important milestones and stages occurring throughout life. Now, second one, people develop at different rates. Now, while we while the rate of growth may vary at different times in the life cycle and among individuals, it is always a continuous process. In your own classroom, you will have a whole range of examples of different developmental rates. Now, third one is development is directional. So, development typically proceeds from simple to complex. For example, we all began as a single cell and developed into a complex organism with millions of cells that are highly differentiated by both structure and function. These cells are organized into more and more complex interacting structures as development proceeds. The same basic pattern is repeated in the progression of motor development also. Now, the rudimentary and uncoordinated motor movements of a newborn infant become increasingly complicated and efficient as the child grows. Now, fourth one, development is relatively orderly and may involve stages. At certain predictable times in the developmental process, particular tasks or activities emerge, often referred to as stages. Stages represent a qualitative changes in the development, which results in the emergence of an ability or trait. After the emergence of a new skill or behavior, there is usually a period of leveling off when the new skills or abilities are practiced, mastered, integrated into the child's behavior. For example, after an infant has learned to walk, he may spend several months perfecting balance, coordination, and stability. Stages represent the emergence of complex behavioral patterns that often replace earlier, less effective ones. A 4-year-old while developing good and good social skills is less likely to respond to frustration by having a tantrum than a 2-year-old in the same situation. Now, development is cumulative. Early developmental tasks form the foundation for the development of later more complicated tasks. For example, the ability to engage in reciprocal interpersonal relationships is based on trust. A developmental milestone of the first year of life. A child who fails to master early tasks will have more difficulty mastering the demands of later stages. And without remedial intervention, the child's development becomes more delayed or shows increasingly abnormal patterns over time. The negative effects of early developmental deficits increase as the child grows and as demands become more complex. A deficit success the inability to recognize letters of the alphabet does not critically affect the life of a 6-year-old. So, however, an adult who cannot read faces serious difficulties in social and economic functioning. Now, development is gradual. Very rarely do changes appear overnight. A student who cannot manipulate a pencil or answer a hypothetical question may well develop this ability, but the change is likely to take time. This is these all are the six principles, six general principles of development. Thank you.